Oh, and here we go. The race is getting started. So as soon as the streamline catches up,
Nice. Good luck to the
we'll have a
runners.
race.
Let's see them get out of the North Palace. A little serious time. Very nicely done. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Timer's on. We are off. Already choosing different directions out of the Great Palace. That's the kind of race this is going to be.
Yeah. And typically one person gets fortunate while the other is misfortunate. Is that who's on the bottom here? Hold on. It's Bentglasstube finding Ruraru, it looks like.
Yep.
See who wants.
Finding Raru faster than the Bills usually find the answer.
Wow. Did not need to go there. Bill's logo, flaming picnic basket. The flute was the grass spot item found by BuzzThunder. Shield was the Ruraru item found by Bentglasstube. Buzz does find Palace 3 and gets greeted with a knuckle sword right to the face. Good Sunday morning to you, Buzz. It's going to be one of those Death Mountains where one of the entrances is blocked off and meaningless. So both players are going to have to go through the same set of caves.
You're about 5 seconds ahead of me, so I'm going to refresh real quick here, see if I can get back.
Oh,
up.
I can pause if you want to give me a time
No.
frame.
My timer says 1 minute 50 on Buzz's.
So did mine when you said that.
Okay, yeah, I just refreshed it,
Okay.
so it's probably better.
Go try to pay attention to the caves to see if we can find both sides of every cave. I feel like that's been important in the last few seeds I've watched.
It can be important, certainly.
That's including both sides of Saria.
Kind of depends on if you need to go through a cave or not. If you do, then that's important. If you don't, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We got Bentglass.
Did Buzz ever find Raru? I guess he didn't.
No, he did not. But Bentglasstube does find the flute. And when I...
So one thing you'll notice
sorry, go ahead.
about Buzz is he takes copious notes. So when you see him kind of pausing there for a minute, it's him probably writing something down or tracking something.
Yes. He grabs a 1-up. 1-ups typically get invalidated by up A's. But still nice to have it in case you need it.
Yep. I mean, I usually grab them just because you never know.
Yeah.
We found Magic Cave over here on.
Ooh, look at that cave right
Bentglasstube's
there.
side.
Right in the water.
Yeah. Oh. And we got the raft.
The raft was in Magic Cave. Look at that. Buzz spent all morning practicing that encounter.
That specific encounter.
That specific encounter. He was working on it at least 7-8 times in a row.
It's a rough screen. It's a rough screen.
Absolutely. Okay, Buzz found the only entrance in Death Mountain where you can make some progression. See if Bentglasstube. See, no one really checks the gravestone spots.
I like checking the gravestone spots because there's a pee bag in one of
Yeah, and it's also nice to find the fairy end in case you have no clue what to do progression wise, but you find the cave entrance for it. It's nice to know if it will or will not lead out to any area you know of.
And look at all these caves on Death Mountain that BuzzThunder is able to get.
Yeah, none of them help him out. I wonder if he's going to up A or pick one and just try to go through it.
It's a very wide open Death Mountain, though.
Oh, look at that.
This part. And, yep.
So BuzzThunder gets the Fortunate Hammer Cave. It's available for all, though. If Bentglasstube decides to invest his time into looking for it, he will certainly find it. So long that...
Did we just see... Yeah. Oh, but Bentglasstube's trying to use an encounter to skip that nasty one. I think he got
it as well. Look at that. Very nice.
Nice strats.
Oh, now he's got the bridge encounter, which is not too terrible. It's a little frustrating. Can drain a lot of health. We are about 30 seconds away from seeing what the item in Death Mountain is.
I've been told the chat brought us some crepes, so I prefer blueberries, but
I prefer pepperoni extra cheese. Is that a thing? Is that like a Hot Pocket? I'm honestly not sure what a crepe is.
It's like a very thin pancake that you wrap around something. Cheese or fruit.
All right, here's the item screen for BuzzThunder. Bentglasstube gets wamboozled as
BuzzThunder picks up the trophy.
The trophy. We know how.
So it could be important. Could be the fire spell. We don't know.
Yeah, we've known based on the meta of the last few races, probably important. But as of right now, 1 in 8 chance to get 1 in 7 chance to get the rest of the spells. And we don't know. That cave, I'm so interested in finding out what that cave is on the water.
Yeah, it could be an item cave. We have not seen Trophy Cave or Medicine Cave yet, so.
Or Heart Container Cave.
Oh, we haven't seen that one either. So we have 3 caves yet.
Mary's Graves Island, right there.
And look at this encounter that Buzz is in right now.
These desert encounters, I don't want to say anything. They get worse and worse. They really do. And I know it's not planned like that, but it just seems like every time I watch a race or play something, it's just worse and worse.
The good news is that those red Dyras are worth 200 points, so that's a nice chunk of experience.
Yeah, the maximum they can be. They can be as low as 50 points up to 200 in the normal standard ranges. All right, Buzz is finding the bad end of Death Mountain. It's surprising that he hasn't found Saria yet. I mean, not Saria, Ruraru Shield.
Hey Jam, this is a Zelda 2 randomizer. So we took all the stuff in Zelda 2, everybody's favorite Zelda game, and we just moved it around all over the place. Shuffled it up.
Buzz is on his way to getting the raft, so. Probably, I don't have to track her up. Probably a little bit of a lead this early.
Buzz's lead right now comes more from his levels. Bentglasstube is still 1-1-1, which is a disadvantage for him.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, lead in terms of just visualization more than actual physical lead. There's your P-Bag gravestone. And level 2, I believe, on Bentglasstube side. Yes. On that Fire Island area.
And we found Ruto. So, gonna put that trophy to good use, and we'll see how important it was for Buzz to pick up that trophy. Oh, and look at that! It's the fairy spell. So.
Very good. You know what? I did do this all the time, and I mean not to do it. I look down instead of seeing how much it costs. Did you notice if it's useful for people at low level?
I did not see the magic cost, no. We did find Heart Container Cave, though, on Bentglasstube's side, so... Let's see if it's something nice like the glove, or perhaps the boots. Still not taking levels. He's doing what I do, actually, which is being very stubborn. Oh, it's the pea bag, so he'll take some levels now.
The candle bag. It's good to find this early. You don't want to find it in New Kasuto, though. That's for sure.
No, you don't.
Buzz is going to get the shield spell here.
It looks like he's doing what I usually do, though, which is being very stubborn about cashing in your levels early on. I always save them up for attack, even when I probably should.
Well, with the pea bags out there and 200 experience point red Dairas, it's a little easy to get to attack 3 right off the bat.
Yeah, yeah, for
a little
sure.
dangerous as BuzzThunder fights this one while Bubbles and Fish Heads try to eat him, but 8 points away.
Well, he's got a shield spell now, so he's already making good use of that.
Yes, definitely not too good to use on his end. He'll take advantage of all the things magic.
Bentglasstube has found the important town of Tallahassee.
There you go. San Antonio, Tallahassee.
San Antonio.
Yeah. It has that southwestern kind of motif of it. But he doesn't have jump, fairy, or the water of life medicine to make use of it. But he knows where it is. There's Trophy Cave. No, that's Jump Cave. I'm sorry. So we saw the back end of Jump Cave.
And Buzz looks like he's just grinding here for a bit, which is not a bad idea with these red Dairas.
Yeah, why not? He's going to get 400 points plus a screen, depending on how much the moblins were. And he's got the shield spell and 2 lives. Why not? Fairy cost is 73, I'm being told.
I'm going to say a quick hello to Bagu there.
Yes, we have different opinions about Bagu. And
who was it that made up that weird backstory for him?
I don't remember who that was.
That Buzz? That was probably you, actually.
Nah, it doesn't sound like things I would do. I like how Buzz gets the guy lower, but I think he goes one too far low because he can take the axe right to the back from the other one.
Well, he's trying to pin him up against the wall.
Oh, pin him up against the wall instead of being up on... I find if you can kind of trick him to walking to the front and then walking forward and slashing him backwards.
What you can do, actually, is bring him down both levels and then stack them on top of each other and take them both out at once. That's how I usually approach that screen. What spell do we see on...
I don't know.
Straight missed it. Maybe somebody in chat caught it.
I was mesmerized by the Daira play.
Well, he's already up to attack 4, so... Cost him a little time, but seems like a wise decision.
Well, there's the he's making use of the note from Bagu. Let's see if it brings him to a new area, though.
I'm being told it was the fire spell, so...
well... Making that trophy a little bit more important. The raft area on the back end of Saria.
Yeah, look at that town placement right next to the ocean there.
Yeah. Buzz is going to forego any more additional levels. Will we see a BuzzThunder boss spot? We'll see if BuzzThunder gets BuzzThundered in a little bit.
You know, we call it a BuzzThunder because it never happens to BuzzThunder. That's how it got its name.
I feel like it happens all the time. So that little island right there is something that they've both, well, at least Bentglasstube has been to. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. But it looks like the Saria was easily accessible and did not bring you to an inclusive area of the map.
So Buzz is just hopping into Palace 2, which is a little risky. He can't cast Fairy, and I think he just realized that, so changed his mind. How does the Baguno work in Randomizer? Yeah, it is mostly the same, but what you have to realize is there are 2 entrances to Lifetown. So in vanilla, they're very close to each other, like one tile away, basically. But in Randomizer, they could be all the way across the map. So you can think of Lifetown almost like a cave in that sense. It can transport you somewhere else entirely if you have Bagu's note.
Buzz is going to get the candle here. The candle bag. While Bentglasstube is going to take a dip on the other side and finds a desert tile straight up. He wakes up to it on the port.
If it's the right desert tile.
If it is, let's see.
Let's see.
Nope. But a nice little town. Thirsty Woman Town.
Yep. Otherwise known as Naburu.
Let's see the spell. And remember, every spell that we see minimizes. But there's Thunder.
That's a good one to find.
Kind of useful.
Didn't see how much it cost, did you?
No.
Probably can't cast it at Magic 1 with 4 containers. I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably...
it could be as low as 60 MP, though.
Yeah.
But you don't have too much wiggle room. Buzz is gonna find the back end of Saria with no note. He doesn't know. He hasn't seen the front end. Oh, he's gonna ferry. He's gonna ferry over.
Yep. This is a strat that I don't see people using very often, but very good one.
102 from Thunder. The humanoids saying in chat. Thank you guys.
Nice. So yeah, uncastable at this point, which is not a surprise.
Right, at magic level 1, he would need 7 heart containers to be able to cast it. Buzz is going to find the mirror, cash in the mirror, and be rewarded with fire. So definitely fire would be the book from Zelda 1 Randomizer, I think.
Oh, no doubt. But people have a soft spot for useless things, so...
People have a soft spot for Bagu, and they got to get over it. Basically.
Very, very anti-Bagu comments coming from the other side of the commentators' booth.
Yeah, where we have a history. Valley of Death entrance.
Look at that. Bentglasstube found Thundertown, but also saw the MOAs in there and decided not to go for it.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's on his last life or...
I don't know either. We do have...
Even if he is, this early in the game, I feel like without Fairy, you're kind of obligated to give that a shot.
So we have found all the towns. We knew where Mito was. I think both players have found all the towns on the Western continent.
Yep.
Still have the trophy cave, still have the medicine cave, though.
And there's the desert tile on Bentglasstube's side. It's just a heart container.
Okay, it's still early game. It's still useful. Just happened to find it. It's on your way. It's no big deal.
So Buzz getting a down stab here, and that's just another advantage coming from him going into Death Mountain early there and finding that trophy.
There are 2 caves to find, but I'd be surprised if BuzzThunder doesn't... Well, I don't know if we've even located where Palace 1 is. We've seen 2 and 3.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Palace 1 yet, but I agree with you that we might see Buzz starting to go into some palaces here pretty soon.
No glove. That's the only hesitation I would have about him going into 2 or 3, especially with 2 caves still out there and not even like visible.
The glove could be into though. That's always a possibility.
Absolutely. All right, there's the back of Jump Cave again. We haven't seen either side of Fairy Cave or Candle Cave, or the front side of Jump Town. So we might have to take Jump Town to an area that has everything else.
Buzz is also going to be a nice guy and come in here and talk to Bagoo. As Larry's opinion of Buzz drops for associating.
Oh, we can't get any lower. Go into the tile. There you go. That's the one with the red jar. Oh, no, it's the King's Tomb. So, how many grave spots are there? 4?
There's only
3?
3.
Okay, so the last grave spot would be the front end of Fairy Cave.
And Buzz might be looking for Palace 1 here. I'm not sure.
There's the grave spot. That is the pea bag. Yeah, I think he's looking for Palace 1. If he finds it, he'll jump in. But I also think he's looking for the 2 other caves, knowing how he likes to prioritize the items and exploration first. See if he goes over to the other side, and he does.
Yeah.
Palace 6 on Bentglasstube side.
Is that 6? Is he on the eastern continent?
I'm sorry, did he go back to the other side?
He up-A'd a while back. I think this might be 3.
This is probably 3, then. Do the Raikou Rider statue strats.
Yeah, we did see him grind that statue for quite a bit last night, didn't we?
Yes.
Was that him that
No,
I don't. Him that was doing
I don't think he was.
I saw some race yesterday where somebody was grinding that.
Well, there was only a couple races. You got to remember which one it was. Buzz finding his thirsty woman. Gonna go get Thunder himself. So Reflect's still out there and Life's still out there. But I know Buzz. I can't speak for Bentglasstube, but Buzz won't backtrack for Life. Like.
No, he won't.
So if he knows like process of elimination, what it is, and it's the last spell to get, and he has an item, let's say the kid or the medicine, that might lead him to Life, he won't do it. He's done it plenty of times without Life.
So I'm beginning to suspect, and I can't prove this, but I'm beginning to suspect that Palace 1 could possibly be boot blocked or something.
Boot blocked. Out of all the caves we've seen, we've only seen the back end of Jump Cave. So nobody has explored Jump Cave to the other side. And then there's that tile right there, which could be, you know, one of the ends of Candle Cave or the back end of Fairy Cave.
Yeah.
Or...
Well, where is all this stuff, though? I guess that's my question. It seems like we've seen a lot of the Western continent, but we're missing a lot of key locations.
I feel like we've seen the northern border, but I don't know necessarily what we've seen on the southern end of the continent. There's Bentglasstube, yeah. Playing with that Daria.
Seeing some red Daira strats, yep.
Heart container on the desert tile, so both players have that now. Buzz at the advantage in this continent just based on the fact that he has downstab and a few more levels. Still going to get hit by the invisible things. Downstairs makes the Eastern Continent so many times easier. And just
Oh yeah, well it makes everything
yeah.
easier. It's just
It's Maze.
and
Yeah, go
here
ahead.
Buzz is you said it. Buzz has found Maze Island.
Absolutely. 2 items in Maze Island along with Palace 4 and a handful of encounters, up to 7, I think. Or 7. Of course, I could be making that up.
No, that sounds about right. It's close anyway.
Buzz doing with what a lot of us do is you forget which way you're going after the encounter.
He's found one, and it's a magic container.
In the magic container spot, I might add. I don't think you get nearly enough flack for that as other people do who create randomizers.
You think I need more flack? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. No, probably not. We shouldn't invite that kind of hostility into your life. You get enough as a Steelers fan. Oh, yeah, shots.
Whoa.
Yeah. Still one more spot where the kid normally is. The dogs are being unleashed on me.
Yeah, sorry. My dog sees something that he doesn't like.
Yeah, it's got to be my voice. Well, Choke Me I Like It just said hello in chat, so the dog probably picked up on that and is now going ham.
Yep.
How with my bagels, Larry? They were pretty good. I mixed it up today. Thank you for asking.
We see BuzzThunder very good with this fairy feet glitch. He must have been practicing.
Absolutely. I haven't seen him practice it, but certainly he's very, very good with it. Okay, it's a lot easier to do on the left side than it is the right side.
I guess I agree with you on that one. It's
I don't know if that's
it's difficult for me.
I don't know if that's
either
placebo
way.
or if it's a real thing.
I'm just not very good at it. So
Buzz is opting to go through this cave with only 4 tiles left to check on the other side. This encounter, I should say, rather than the cave.
there aren't many left for him to check on Maze Island at all. So
No, he's got to go up now. Nope. It was a big L worth nothing. Let's see if you can do it from the right side. Very nice. We do have to keep an eye on Bentglasstube, though, on the Palace 2 falling into the drink and being wamboozled. Game over. He'll start again. See if he goes out or if he keeps going. He'll keep going.
there, Buzz found the other spot.
Of course, he wants to see the glove here. And
it's the medicine.
So he's got
Immediately up Aing. That's I guess he would have had to walk all the way back out, which would be pretty time consuming.
Yeah, unless you have reflect, it's probably not worth trying to walk back to the palace area. And he can also cash in the medicine and get all the spells on this continent as well.
So where is Palace 1? That's what's interesting me the most.
I'd like to see either run or go down to the bottom there and see if there's a southern edge of the border. That is Jump Cave? I don't know. Whatever it is, Buzz is really trying to find a new area.
Yeah, he sure is. I bet that's what he's looking for, is Palace 1.
What is Death Mountain? We know Death Mountain doesn't go through to the new area because we've seen both ends of it. And again, just to repeat, we've only seen the back end of Fairy of the 3 caves that go... back end of Jump Town of the 3 caves that go out on either side. As we check the actives and inactives in the fantasy football world.
Is it possible for Palace to be in Death Mountain? As of right now, no, it's not.
That would be so cruel, yet so much fun to watch other people try to do. Did we find one? Is it just right there? No, I guess that's 3. based on the
I
tiles.
believe that is
Yeah.
3, yeah.
And here's the southern border. He didn't go down far enough, and I don't remember what that cave is. But that could have been like the heart container cave or the medicine cave, or the magic container cave, for all I know. Oh,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
All right, no problem. They're not going far enough south to see if that area goes any further, though. And it looks like maybe through those mountains is the like a little bit of an inlet. That was Magic Container Cave. Right on this road, that might be like a Lesotho kind of landlocked area that you can only get to. No, you can go down from here. But again, to the left now. That area inside is something I haven't seen people get to. That's the back end of Candle Cave. Okay. There's one boulder cave. Neither runner came down this area before through all the exploration. So probably we'll find Palace 1 here along with the trophy, the medicine cave. There's 2 boulder blocks. Guaranteed to be at least 1 item behind one of those boulders. Possibility of 2 if anybody can uncover the pea bag cave. But there is a landlocked region inside that mountain that a player will have to navigate to. This is the other side of Candle Cave, so that doesn't go there. Again, Jump Cave or Fairy Cave looking like an option. There's Palace 1 and 1 more cave. That cave either being Fairy, the back end of the Fairy Cave, or the Medicine Cave. There we go. We'll find a new item here. Bentglasstube is making his way through the dungeon without glove. Palace 2 without the glove. As Dig Shake face plants right into the table, grabbing his headset.
All right.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I see we found medicine.
Yeah,
cave,
and
so.
you wouldn't believe that the area was just right there, south of Start.
Huh.
But there is a landlocked area of the Western Continent behind mountains. We've seen both ends of Candle Cave and then this.
Oh, okay.
Which is the glove.
Oh, and look at that. Nice.
So this is my nightmare when I play this, is that I don't find something that's easily accessible and it contains a very much needed item.
Yeah, if you're BuzzThunder, you might be feeling a little nervous right now, but he's actually pretty far in the lead, I would say.
Yeah, we got the item in level 2, Palace 2. He doesn't go get it, which makes me think that he may already have it.
I don't think he has keys.
Oh, but he doesn't have a key, and he checked for Fairy, I guess, when he got there. Level 1 for BuzzThunder.
And he's actually in pretty good shape item-wise. The only thing he might want are possibly the boots. Magic key is always nice to find, but...
Yeah. Buzz has the medicine. Yeah.
Oh, he does? Okay.
He picked it up on Maze Island.
That's right. Thank you.
Death to Helmet Head on Bentglasstube side. Plenty of lives. 4-2-3 shield spell. He should be okay.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Buzz refills his magic on Fairy. The one unfortunate side of this game that I've always retained as a kid was the fact that there's not a lot of ways to refill your health.
No. Outside of the life spell.
And happening to be in an area that has a fairy, because not all of them do.
And so there's our first palace by Bentglasstube.
Yes, he takes a gem lead there. So no glove required for 2. I don't know what the item was in 2. Maybe we don't know.
I don't think that we do. It's possible that I missed it, but
Yeah, the only thing,
I don't think he got it.
the way he ran out of that room, it made you think that either he realized he looked at the menu and realized he had no key when he checked and didn't even bother walking any further, or he paused to make a note on something that maybe he's been in that region before. But probably no key, no fairy spell. We'll do it.
So for Bentglasstube, his best thing to find right now would be Death Mountain, so he could grab that trophy. That would put him back in this race.
Or finding this southern area he has yet to explore. He's going to go through Jump Cave, though, it looks like. We'll see where it comes out. A possibility of it coming out on 3 Tile Island by the bridge.
Well, that's why all the graves are there.
Absolutely. We've had great explorers go there and just give themselves up. Buzz doesn't find the item room, but he's going to pick up a key here. Very interested to see where this leads, because I've been talking this up all game long. There you go, 3 Tile Island.
There it is.
Yeah, so we haven't seen the front or the back of Fairy Cave. So if there's a gravestone out there or an extra cave, I believe the other end is going to lead into the uncharted mountainous area inside.
Okay.
Because there's no other way to get there. It looked like it was, unless it's, you got to kind of really go all the way around to get like to a tile-wide path that goes through and up into there. Item time in Palace 1.
Yep. Not many things that this could be. Oh,
Magic key.
But that's actually a pretty good one. Looked like it was the hammer. He didn't get it.
Oh,
though.
was it the hammer? My eyes deceived me. I thought it was the magic key.
Yeah, it was the hammer. That blue iron knuckle is doing a good job of guarding it.
Look at that. It is the hammer. Oh, by the way, when you were AFKing, there are 2 bouldered caves in the area.
Okay.
So one's the pea bag cave. The other one is the trophy cave.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's right by Palace 1 too. So he's going to go right out. He's going to probably go right into right into the trophy one and see what items there. Which really honestly makes that area inside of the mountain useless. Now, can it be? There's probably checks in place, but has it ever been possible for both sides of a cave to be inside of a inclusive area?
It's possible for there to be unreachable locations.
Okay.
Yes.
We might have one of those situations here where both the gravestone and the entrance to Fairy Cave is inside there.
Yeah, the randomizer does not guarantee that you're able to hit every location.
Just you're able to get every item when it exists on a map.
Every item and every spell. Yep.
Well, Candle Cave, was that
So-
Candle Cave? Candle Cave, yeah.
Yeah, that was the short one.
Bentglasstube takes Candle Cave. This is the area where he needs to be. There's the palace. That
Yep,
cave right
and
above
the
him,
glove.
I don't know if I've seen BuzzThunder go into that cave. Let's see if he does now.
That's not the one with the glove?
It might be the back
Which was
end
the
of
one-
Fairy Cave. No, okay, you're right. It was Medicine Cave with the glove. My bad. So both players will have the glove and the raft now. So a little bit of a panic level is taken off of them. They don't feel like they're forced to go into Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, but on Bentglasstube's side, we know that he really does need to go into Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, absolutely, because the trophy led to the fairy. Horsehead time for Buzz. Horsehead can give up to 100 XP. So Buzz doesn't look like he's getting up to the next cliff here. See what he does. He's just going to get out. He has got attack 5. 5 palaces left where he can manipulate XP. Why not just leave?
Yeah, that's absolutely the right move.
I wonder if 650 is magic 3 or life 5 though. It's magic 3. He doesn't take it. He's gonna save it. He's gonna hang on to his XP. I didn't see how many lives he had left. But he's probably going to take a V line right for the bouldered caves.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You have the hammer, free last item, and then you just have to go into 2 and 3, and you know they're there. There's the pea bag cave. If he was gonna, I probably would have went through there. If I took all that trouble to save the XP from the palace, I probably would have went in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. He could also be killing these divers
With
too.
down stab.
I don't know how much attack 6 was, but it's probably pretty pricey.
See, here's Trophy Cave.
So at this point, very likely that it's a magic container or a heart container, but
Yeah, cross magic key is still viable. The kid and the medicine. The medicine was on the other side. I forgot all about that. It was by process elimination. It was well, it wasn't, because the kid could have been in Speckled Rock.
Mm-hmm. It's a good find for him though, because he still has not located Reflect, and now he's able to get every spell in the game.
Yeah, he is not going to be spell blocked whatsoever. Whereas Bentglasstube needs to go into Maze Island, go into Death Mountain, go into Palace 1, and then go into that cave to then get every item for every spell. Which of the spells left, one is Reflect, one is Spell, one is Jump, and one is the other thing. I can never name all 8 when they're in front of me. Life.
So Bentglasstube left Palace 1. Maybe he was key blocked and has decided to go back into Palace 3.
It could be.
I have to think he was key blocked. I can't imagine why else he would leave Palace 1.
No, there's no reason to leave Palace 1 in favor of Palace 3. Let's see, Buzz is real comfortable with this fairy feat. He goes left, right to Palace 2. Well, he doesn't go to Palace 2. Maybe he forgets where it is. Or maybe I'm forgetting where it is. I thought it was on there.
No,
it's right there in the grass, right?
Yeah, it's south of the river, not north.
He's going to see that now, and he's probably going to walk back and go back down under the bridge.
This is one of the last races of this weekend, Pan. Yes, that's correct. We've got another one later this evening.
Oh, is that Mito?
Oh, he's going to cash in the medicine. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, so we'll see what lies ahead. Again, all spells are free for BuzzThunder from now on. Takes that long walk to the back part of town to deliver the medicine and find
life spell. Probably not what he was hoping for, honestly.
I don't think it was what he was hoping for. He was probably hoping for Reflect just so he can continue on. But of the other spells, yeah, I wouldn't be so heartbroken about it. I know I like to abuse the life spell, but I also like to run into everything on every screen, so.
So now I think we're going to see him head over to Palace 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless he wants to do 3 first, just so he doesn't have to do that encounter twice. But he's got to come back up this way anyway for the pier, the dock. Now I didn't see. Did Bentglasstube grab a key in 3 and then leave to come back to 1?
That may in fact be what's happening, because it does look like he's heading back to 1, perhaps.
Why Buzz goes into 2? We don't know what the item is in 2.
Nope.
Hold on 1 second. Or
Sure.
actually, everyone pauses the race. I'll be back.
So BuzzThunder having no problem getting through this palace with attack 5. And Bentglasstube does head into 1. Does he have a key? He does not have any keys, so he turns around and leaves. Really needs to find Death Mountain. That is what is holding him back right now, is Death Mountain.
All right, you can go on IRC and tell both runners to resume. I'm back. I may not be.
Well, the race ended while you were gone.
Oh, really? Who won?
Bentglasstube, yeah, took it. Yeah.
So thanks everyone for joining us. Looked like I was able to keep an eye on the action. Bentglasstube went into 1, found out he needed the key, and left.
Yeah, I realized he still didn't have any keys and left. I think he might be looking for Death Mountain now. At least I hope that's what he's looking for.
So a possibility he was blocked in 1 and 3. Blocking 1 is kind of, well, I guess it's not kind of hard. It's just you got to go deep into a couple screens to get there.
I don't know that Bentglasstube has even found the proper entrance to Death Mountain. I know he's found the bad entrance. But I don't remember seeing him in the correct entrance to Death Mountain.
I would tend to agree with you. Unless he found it and left right away and didn't even try to explore the vast amount of caves that were in front of him. Look at that. You enter from the right, the skeletons come down from the wall. If you come from the left, they're dig-shaked up top and don't come out.
Yeah, that's
the official mascot of Z2Randomizer, skeleton in the wall.
So the rule is if the skeletons are on the screen as you enter the screen, they'll be on the ground. But if they're off the screen as you enter, then they'll start up in the
ceiling. Is that true? And okay, I thought there was just 2 types of skeletons: one that drop from the ceiling that have no place to drop when they get randomized into that room, and the others that start on the ground. But that's pretty good. And by the way, don't fix that. Everyone has to just accept the fact that they need thunder to kill him. Like the.
Oh, I'm not. I have no intentions of fixing that.
But put palaces like deep in Death Mountain. I would love that, by the way.
So it looks like we're taking the raft spot again.
Yeah.
We're on Bentglasstube.
I'm not entirely sure what he's looking for. I don't think he's looking to find the magic key.
Well, he does have. I mean, he did find Thundertown, so he could maybe think that Fairy was the spell that was in Thundertown.
Could be. It's an easy thing to do once you know where it is to just go right for it.
Or maybe he's hoping to find Nukasudo, or I guess he doesn't have the child yet, so Darunia would not help him.
No, but on the same note, he can probably explore Maze Island and hope that something's there for him. But at this point, the only thing he could really be looking for specifically is Fairy or happening upon the magic key. He left. Oh, he came back in. Okay.
Yep, he is going to grab this spell.
Jump spell or it's jump. So that leaves spell and the other one, reflect.
Reflect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easily accessible Valley of Death there. Bentglasstube game over on the Eastern Continent. Interested in seeing what he does now.
Yeah, he doesn't know it, but that was actually probably a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
To him. Where is the right entrance to Death Mountain? I believe it's kind of by the river, if I'm remembering correctly.
It was north. It was north, because they spent a great deal of time north. Probably across both bridge encounters. Or, I'm sorry, the road encounter and the bridge encounter.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
But it wasn't too far out of the way. You kind of, you go into every cave and, it's like right along the path of progression.
So Buzz is probably on his way to 3. Looks like that's where he's going.
Yeah, nothing else for him to do here except for go into Death Mountain with the hammer, and you got to feel like he's not going to do that, knowing that he has everything he needs.
Yeah, he has no reason to go chasing that item.
The only possibility here is that a palace is blocked by the boots on the Eastern Continent. And the boots might be in Spectacle Rock.
And very quick Palace 3 for BuzzThunder. Just walks right into Revenak's room.
Takes him down off the horse, right from the initial down thrust. That attack 6. And low HP combination. He is going to search for the item. No, probably maybe a little bit of both. Get to the item and get your level up.
Yeah, it was a very low experience.
Yeah, those
boost from Rebo there.
Those are the lowest you can get. 2 to 20. If those were 10 or 20, BuzzThunder probably would have spent the next 5 minutes in that room. Just getting to the next level here.
Leaving the palace. I think he might be going to grind Dyros, those red Dyros.
Or Nut Knuckles in the statue. He's in Palace 3 after all. No, he's gonna go. He's gonna go out.
Where is it?
There were desert encounters.
Yeah, that's what I think he was gonna do.
There it is.
Yep.
Good call on that. He has downstab, and he's not utilizing it in these encounters. But really doesn't need to, I guess. One more. Or one more to at least get to the next. He might have to go a little bit above that. Yes, he has to get to 900.
Yeah, he does. He'll still get it if he can get this red Dyro without dying.
And there it is.
There it is.
5210 for attack 7. That's a nice little chunk of change right there. With 3 palaces left, he can really go to the 878, 887 very easily here. It's interesting to note how some people grind or you grind yourself and you realize how much time you're wasting. And then there are just certain areas of the board that set themselves up for you to grind.
I hate grinding. Oh my gosh, I feel terrible every time I do it.
You know, I'll do the red nut knuckle if it's obviously if it's 200, but even if it's 150, I'll do it, or 100 until at least I get like 312 if I find it early. But
yeah,
BuzzThunder's fortunate enough; he identifies the spots better than most where you could get to the your optimization in grinding.
So here we have Bentglasstube on Maze Island. He's going to find the magic container and the medicine. Is that right?
Magic container in the magic container spot. Let's point that out. And the medicine. Yes. He used his horn, his flute, to undo the road devil there, and decided just to go back into Maze Island instead of explore a little bit more. I thought he was going to try to open that area up and see if he can get to Kasuto or Darunia, but
2 free items are too good to pass.
Yeah, I mean, for all he knows, the kid's in this area, and go finding Darunia, then he'd have to backtrack anyway. So maybe that was the plan.
So I don't think we found Palace 5 or Palace 6 yet. So Buzz is probably gonna have to do a little exploring here.
I believe that's correct. Yeah, could be behind the Road Devil, but again, both players have the horn, the flute, the ocarina, the recorder, the Bunsen burner, whatever you want to call it, and they can get there. One last check of actives, inactives before my fantasy football team locks because of its archaic 12 o'clock lineup rules. Inactive reports ready. I think I'm good. All right. We now return back to Zelda Randomizer action. Zelda 2.
Buzz picks up the jump spell. Not what he was looking for, but... And it looks like we're going to see him head towards that River Devil, probably.
Yes, he doesn't have Reflect, so there's no point in going to Maze Island. He has to find other things to progress. That's always nice to find the cave, accessing it from the right on this side in case you have to go through it. Because I always get tripped up by the caves that start in the left and knowing which one's the P-bag and which one's the throughput.
Yeah.
I believe if they start with steps, it's a P-bag.
That's
okay.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Do you have any plans, though, to interview the creator of the randomizer for a second, to put on my interviewer hat? Do you have any plans to create some sort of Holy Grail seed where the entrance to the Great Palace is blocked by something you acquire?
Interesting. So you mean like instead of needing 6 gems to get in, you need like the hammer?
Yeah,
or something.
Exactly.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
That would be an interesting feature. I know Zelda 1 randomizer has that feature.
I believe it's called Tempest in that one.
Something like that, yeah. How would you know what you needed, though, I guess is...
Well, that's the fun part about it. There's no NPC, and I would think you can't force an NPC to be there with any text you want, right? You can't drill that deep into the programming.
I mean, the amount of effort required to do something like that would be...
You just have to leave it up to the Melvins to figure out what the item is and check back every once in a while, I guess. That'd be kind of annoying, but I don't know, kind of fun, I guess, in a sadistic way.
I think what we're likely to see in the somewhat near future is instead of having the same rooms in the palaces, we'll mix it up so that I can actually take rooms from one palace and put them in a different palace.
Very nice.
Make it a little harder to tell where you are, and then hopefully at some point just generating entirely brand new rooms.
Could you have Error or Bagu display the text for what's required, so it's not necessarily...
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah. Or just some random NPC that you have to
find. Any of the chicks that hold something on their head, I would say. And it randomizes which NPC tells you, we got to make this as hard as possible for our entertainment of watching it sometimes. But that'd be a lot of fun. Anything actually is a lot of fun with this. I'm very shocked I like it as much as I do. Congratulations on creating something I enjoy.
Well, thank you, Larry. I feel like that's
only Reese's and like I don't know, David's sunflower seeds have ever created something I enjoy, you're now on that list. The Angry Larry Hall of Fame.
Now, it looks like we saw Buzz skip upstab.
Yeah, he's not a fan of
sure.
upstab. He's really not.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to get it, though.
No, not at all. There's spell.
So we know Reflect is in Nukasuto.
Yes.
We just don't know where Nukasuto is.
No, let's see if he goes back and gets it now. If he's going this way, yeah, there you go. He's going to get it. I don't know why he didn't get it on the way. It just seems like now he's got to walk more for wasted frames here if you want to min-max this. I'm not sure Bentglasstube has downstab.
No, he doesn't. Although he does have the jump spell, so he could get it.
Yeah.
That fairy spell is really what's hurting him, though. And at this point, it looks like the magic key is, you know, buried in a dungeon somewhere that he's not going to be able to get.
Yeah. My guess, if we're in the gambling mood, because it is a football Sunday, my guess would is it's right where it's supposed to be.
In Nukasuto? Yeah. Buzz has found Palace 5 and decides to save that for later.
It's interesting at this point. He's attack level 7. He doesn't really need much, and he's just missing Reflect, so I would probably have just dived in there and completed it.
I agree. It's I don't know what his key situation is like. 5 can be pretty tough on the keys, but there's also a lot of keys in there.
I mean, dipping into any palace that you can get through with progression and not being key blocked seems to aid you in other dungeons if you can accumulate keys. So he may not have he may run into the same problem in 4 or 6 as well with keys. Bentglass.
He is doing a great job of ducking into caves to avoid those encounters.
Oh yeah, don't let the NHL 95 streams fool you, or 94 streams fool you. BuzzThunder is definitely a student of this game. He played it all through his high school years.
And here we go. This will be Nukasuto.
And Palace 6, I believe. So now we found everything that there is to find. Boots not required.
7 magic containers to get that item, so I don't think we'll see him get that item.
No, and it's quite possible it's the 8th magic container that's locked behind it, so it might not be all that useful. But
probably will see him get the spell item, though.
Yeah, you have it. It's one of those situations you have it. You have to go get it. So there's our last spell confirmed. Reflect. I was going to mention before that Bentglasstube took another game over in the Eastern Continent. It seems to be on that struggling path of progression of we know where he needs to go, but he doesn't necessarily know where he needs to go.
Yeah, you gotta feel bad for him right now. I can't blame him for coming back to the east because there are towns over here, and he knows that. He knows that there are towns over here. Oh wow, look at that. The boots.
The boots, so he can go onto the water tile, which really at this point it's just magic key and heart and magic containers the cross that are really left spread out between palaces 2 and 6. Nukasuto magic container area, the spectacle rock, and the water tile.
Yeah, well, you got to start getting a little nervous here. He's only got 5 magic bars and 5 health bars, which is, certainly not impossible. But
it's certainly the disadvantage of skipping items in palaces because those add up.
Yeah.
At least if you find a couple along the way. 1 or 2. Like you're worried at 5. 6 is kind of scary, but 7's comfortable. and 8 is
Yeah.
luxurious. So
I mean, 5 magic containers, you know, that could be the difference between being able to cast shield at Thunderbird or not.
yeah, I wonder what the max for Thunder could be at that level, like at magic level 5 or something. There's too much variability in the ranges for me to understand what things can and can't be. I thought I had it figured it out, but then you changed all the thought I had all the answers and you changed all the questions on me.
Well, if you have that chart with the normal costs
Yes.
on it, basically any number you see on that chart, it's plus or minus 50%.
Yeah, Thunder though
so.
is 120 normal from
So it'll never go higher
than 120
than that. That's sort of the upper bound.
But it's 120 up until level 6. So so I didn't know.
So what
stay 120.
So really, it kind of works in the player's favor because that means that Thunder is really only ever going to go down,
right?
Because it can't go up.
But
there's no room for it.
It could stay the same though, right?
Yeah.
Does it stay the same
absolutely.
because the value is above 128, and even on the reduced, it's still above 128, so it just rounds to 120?
Yeah, or if you, let's say it costs 80 magic at Magic 4. If I roll a number for Magic 5 and I get like 100, I'm gonna look at that and be like, well, no, that's more than 80, so I'm just gonna keep the 80.
Okay, I got it.
How it works.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was happy because I created this chart and spreadsheet that I thought it was a fixed percent across all levels, all spells. I'm like, oh, I just have to notice the difference and then just plug it in, and there we go. I can tell you when you can cast every spell, but that didn't work. Got a skeleton dig shaking it on top of the screen there. Another game over for Bentglasstube. I don't know if he was on the Eastern Continent there.
He was, yeah, and I think he's gonna go back, unfortunately.
I did not. Well, I guess I can determine it from your tracker. He's got the glove, the flute. He doesn't have the kid, which is in the trophy cave, locked behind the hammer, which is locked in Palace 1.
Did he get the medicine out of? I don't think he did get the medicine out of Maze Island because
I think he died.
Yeah, I think he game over.
He got the magic container, but I don't think he got the medicine.
BuzzThunder's killing fairies over on his side. Truly a heartless act.
No, it's BuzzThunder's a cruel and unusual animal. Let's see what he does. He's going to jump for the key. Yeah. Let's see where Bentglasstube decides to wind up. He's running towards the pier.
He's gonna go back east.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, even going to Mido to get downstab would be a useful thing for him to do.
Absolutely. I mean, even just getting into Palace 1 for the hammer, not knowing it's in there, but going into any of the palaces and just trying to explore.
I think he has. I think he's key blocked.
He's key blocked across all 3? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, out of 1 at least, I'm pretty sure he's key blocked, and he's already beaten 2. So.
Oh, that's right. He has beaten 2. My bad. Doesn't know what the item is there, but again, he was key blocked from getting to it. But I don't necessarily know he was key blocked from getting other keys. But he's going to make his way over there. See if he goes to Maze Island or see if he goes north above the Road Devil.
Yeah, that's where he was trying to go last time, and that is where both Darunia and New Kasuto are. But neither of those towns is going to give him what he needs, unfortunately. Got a Barba fight.
New Kasuto gives him Reflect, which then he can go into 4 at least if he wants to feel like he's progressing. 2 cycle. doing very well on fighting. I hate this jump right here. BuzzThunder handles it nicely.
He's 4 XP short, so he's gonna go back in.
Yeah, just well, I didn't see how much. I was gonna say just thunder him, but again, 5 magic containers.
Yeah, you want to be careful here. That was his last life, but does a great
There
job.
it is, 8690. 2 more palaces left. Gotta think he takes 8 here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No reason not to.
No. Little known fact: 844 is also toll-free strats. Yeah,
Really?
it's a new kind of 844, 866, 877, 888, 800 are all now toll-free numbers. So
I did not know that.
little known. 855 is as well, but I haven't received a telemarketer call from 855 yet. And that doesn't mean that anybody in chat that has an 855 area code can call me. It's just I've never received one. See where Buzz goes here. If he goes towards 5.
Another game over for Bentglasstube and Maze Island.
Yeah, this is frustrating. I've been on this end before. Not knowing what you need to do and then not being able to get anywhere and progress. Downstab is his best play, if not anything, right now. It'll make...
Yeah. Getting downstab will make a big difference.
Yeah. He's probably still trying to avoid Death Mountain with all his might.
I don't think he's found it, though, is part of it.
He's not necessarily even looking for it, though, so...
Yeah, that's true.
But he might be on the meta that why go into Death Mountain unless he's really exhausted every option, and maybe not even go there unless you have the hammer and or the boots to make it easier or capitalize on the second item.
So we see Buzz here in 5. His key collection has gotten quite big. He's grabbing every key he can.
300 from
House 5. 300 from the
Mago, yeah. They can swing up to 500 though, so. Nah, I'm not that impressed.
Can you bet? You can, but the betting window for this race is already closed.
Yeah, I think at this point you're betting after the second string. I shouldn't say that because I wanted to make a funny reference, but not really related to this game. But I think you're betting at halftime with a little bit of skewed bias.
Oh, very quick Palace 5 for
yeah,
Buzz.
that seems to be the norm in races I've been a part of. 5 has been,
but not when you're actually racing. Though, right?
No, if I'm racing, then towns are hidden behind waterfalls and grass tiles and maze islands are on like extended bridges. Yeah, it gets messy when I race.
Again, falling just a little short of his experience goal there, but
yeah, but 900's that cliff, right?
Yeah, he doesn't need much.
Here it is.
Yeah.
1280 is not a cliff.
Oh no,
yeah.
Yeah.
We got BuzzThunder key puns going on in chat.
Where can you bet? You mean your local bookie doesn't have the Z2Randomizer races on the books?
I would say FanDuel.com, but that's been banned in a lot of states now.
Betfair?
Betfair, Bet365. Remember Bodog? That used to be a huge one.
Yeah. Is that no longer a thing?
No, I think people have been cracking down. I think there's been a mass crackdown, but even on the fantasy football daily sites, FanDuel and fantasy sport daily sites, FanDuel and DraftKings and stuff like that, states have made it a point to have them outlawed in their own state. I guess they're not getting a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Best bet is walking up to a sports book in Vegas. I think that's the only legal place where you can really do it.
You can go down the horse tracks.
Well, yeah, but they don't have sports betting. I don't think they just have the ponies and maybe greyhounds and the wheelchair races at night. Harness racing. There you go. There's the gem for BuzzThunder, giving him a total of 5 gems out of 6. He is doing his best.
He's on cruise control right now.
His best Night Ranger. He's motoring. It's like Bentglasstube finally is getting north of the Road Devil as they virtually spoon going past him. There you go.
Now, one of the towns he was looking for is directly below where he's at, but he's gonna go this way instead, which should take him to Nukasudo.
The way to the right is landlocked or just blocked.
Yeah.
The way to the left, I think, is Palace 6 in Nukasudo.
I believe that's correct.
And then he's got to go through the desert encounters to get to... Or maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up.
So we got Buzz at 875. What is that one, Larry?
875 was the one we had trouble with yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's so.
Was that?
What was that? Saint Lucia?
No, 875 is Louis II strats.
Louis II
Yeah,
strats.
he died in the year 875. So props to the little moment of silence chat for Louis the what did I say? Second? Louis II. Okay, there we go.
And there's the magic key right there inside of Palace 4.
So Buzz, not like he needed that, but it's he probably was better off with a heart container there or a magic container, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I agree with you entirely, and I think he probably was hoping that that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, because if this is the last stop before Palace 7, he's on 5 of each, and that's not going to go well. He's been to Nukasudo. Oh no, he needs 7 magic containers to get to the item in Nukasudo. One of the 2.
That's right.
Water tile. He has the boots, so water tile, and like any other of the palaces, and that's it. And you don't think he's going to go into any of the other palaces?
No, not at this stage.
He's progressed so easily. He might even feel like he's behind. As silly as that might sound.
Poor Bentglasstube. He was right next to Nukasudo. Got in that forest encounter, and Moa took him out.
Downstep.
I gotta figure he's going back.
Yeah, he does the frustrated, I can't even get out of the first encounter, patented Angry Larry up A. But as players, we've all been here before.
Oh,
you kind of,
certainly.
it's a video game, and it's silly to say, but you kind of lost momentum.
There was definitely some luck involved. I mean, having the Hammer Cave be easily accessible made a big difference. Think about what would have happened if Buzz didn't find the Hammer Cave. He would have left Death Mountain.
Yeah, he would have had to dive back in, and who knows how long it would have taken, because we've certainly both seen eyewitness accounts. BuzzThunder, Death Mountain just rattle him to the point of non-completion. Make it the very last thing you do if you have to do it. And those seeds take him. And he's had a lot more practice since, but those seeds have taken him 2+ hours, if not, did not finish.
He is on a fantastic pace right now, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
As he places his final gem, so we'll see him maybe 877.
He's on the 8765309 Jetty 2-tone strats right now, though. I wouldn't change that. But yeah, 877, 887 maybe if you have 5 magic containers. Thunder costs you 74. That's basically all your MP.
Yeah, so he's not going to be able to cast Shield on Thunderbird, and he's only got 5 heart containers. That's not going to be an easy fight.
He as good as he was early on, he misses fairy feet on these in this area. He is on 877. That's another branch of the toll-free strats. Should not probably get 4510 experience anywhere along the way.
No, I don't think so. Even with the experience that's been pretty generous this seed, that would take precious time to grind, and 877 is perfect.
Oh, it's
acceptable. And
it's more than enough. It's just the lack of magic containers and heart containers that have me worried. He's on no magic right now, and he's going to go through these encounters. I hope this works well for him. I don't know what else he could have done to prevent that. He'll take the intentional death just to get the fairy back. That's very smart. He has 2 lives.
Yep. We see him sticking with the fairy feet strats. Gotta be careful not to blow all your magic on.
Well, yeah, which he did with the lizard fence, the Wilsons on the other side of the fence.
And here we go.
Yeah. See if we can see what kind of great palace generated for us here.
Bentglasstube did find Darunia, so he's gonna grab up stab before he's got down stab.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. I wonder why he never went back. Okay, we got the block room. This is one of the unfortunate rooms where you have one of these Fockers just jumping up on you.
Yeah, and really doing a number on
Yeah, I might just up A. Up A, start over. Fresh amount of lives here. Health. You're only 1 room in.
Yeah, that's true. He also has the life spell, although I don't think I've seen him cast the life spell once.
No, he's saving it for when he needs something else, I guess. He's going to drop right to a T-block room. Let's see if there's a magic container. Look at that. He does the life spell. He fills himself up on magic, and he moves on. I gotta be careful to get BuzzThundered right here. It didn't happen. The kinder of the 2 rooms, I think. Oh, look at that. It's just that King Bot wanted a piece of them, but couldn't get him.
There's some kind of an attraction there between BuzzThunder and King Bots.
Oh, yeah. It's creepy, to say the least. Buzz is doing preferred strats. Just every single opportunity you have, go right. Dead end, though. So he's going to have to go left.
And it looks like Bentglasstube is going to make it to New Kasuto, I think.
1 life left.
It's kind of a good news, bad news situation for him. He's going to find the Reflect spell, which is good, but doesn't really help him a whole lot right now. And might be enough to push him to start looking towards Death Mountain. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the kid, so he doesn't have the spell either. He's just going to get Reflect, and that's all. Which you probably said. I'm sorry. I was writing something.
No, you're good.
Probably said everything I said, and I said it like it was an original thought.
Yeah, Bovinity, that is the main feature that is interesting about the seed right now, is just the lack of containers. I mean, where must they be? Palaces, right? We haven't seen a lot of items out of palaces.
Yeah, we're missing 2 heart containers, 2 magic containers, the cross, and
we're missing 3. We're missing 3 of each.
Oh, 3 of each, and the cross. So we have 4 items yet to find in palaces. The magic container
One's
item in
under
Use
Spectacle
Pseudo,
Rock.
and water tile and the Spectacle Rock. So that's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross and 6 containers. That guy is totally being a jerk right there on Buzz.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do.
So, he's found quite a handful of rooms before Thunderbird here. And quite a few places where he could have gone left. So that takes a lot of rooms out of the rotation. If he was to find Thunderbird going right. And he does. And we can have a quick Dark Link right after this based on everything. Thunder's 74. He's going to have to take a death here. He'll have 2 more lives. But he's going to have to fight. Yeah, go ahead. He's going to probably have to fight it without anything else.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to cast anything besides Thunder.
So yeah, well, I don't really know how well he is, how good he is on Thunderbird fights. He's for a cycle, he's already got to. Wow, that is a quick death. This is not going to be easy. He's got a flawless.
No, it's not going to be an easy fight. He can take 1 hit without dying.
Oh man, what do you do in this situation? It's kind of, you kind of feel at an hour and 26, hour and a half mark that leaving to grind is not your best option.
I don't know that grinding really helps him that much anyway. Like if he had like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. My mistake. Leaving to explore to find more containers.
He does take a game over.
You've got to go. You have to pass through 13 rooms to get back to Thunderbird. A couple of them are these block rooms with Fockers or flame shooting ropes.
Yeah, and well, this room, this very first one, got him into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because the other thing decided to get down on it, on top of him. Yeah, but grinding was the unfortunate choice of words. I meant going back to get items. I mean, step out of this palace up A and jump into palace 2 and 3 at this point. Like, the worst you can do is get 1 container and the cross, and Buzz knows this because he has everything else.
Yeah. Water tile would be tempting. I don't know that we've seen it yet.
Yeah, that's the, yeah, I mean, go to where you know, which is every palace, or try to find what you haven't found. But again, an hour and a half for some runners, they feel like that's the benchmark of not completing a seed. And through the ease of progression that BuzzThunder had, he probably feels like his opponent has had the same opportunity. But to attempt this fight, how and I know you're a better player than most, but put yourselves in our shoes. How many times would you attempt this fight at 877 with this much life before you just said, I have to do something else?
I would never leave.
You would never leave. You just go into you tink up it. You just keep going into you.
I'm a very stubborn player. If I run into something that's challenging, I'm going to sit there and bang my head up against it until I break through. That's just sort of my play style.
So maybe doing and recommending are 2 different things, but would you also recommend staying?
I certainly couldn't fault anybody for leaving to go find some containers. Even just 1 magic container makes a huge difference here, because that shield spell buys you at least 1 extra hit, maybe even 2.
Yeah.
So
1 magic container is, yeah.
But no, I've actually had seeds similar to this one where I've game overed on Thunderbird 3 and 4 times because I just refused to back down.
I only had one this situation, and I I really went for it. I took chances. I definitely intentionally didn't explore a lot, and I wound up in this situation. Not 877 though, but even worse. And it was one of the most miserable seeds I've ever played. And
yeah,
I lost despite losing the race to Thunderbird by like a minute. I wound up losing by like an hour and 10 minutes because I just couldn't get through it. But I am the Mendoza line of Zelda 2 randomizer, so most people are above me.
I don't know that I would.
Is that even a term anymore? Mendoza line? I haven't watched a lot of baseball to know.
I knew what you
there
meant.
You go.
And I'm not even a huge baseball fan.
Well, here we go. Act 2, I guess. Take 2. Scene 4. BuzzThunder versus Thunderbird. Battle of the Thunders.
Starting out with the disadvantage here.
B Tizzle versus T Bizzle. That's the last time I'm going to say that. They felt dirty coming out of my mouth.
I wish you'd said it one fewer
times.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to say it one more when I'm doing something with BuzzThunder, but that's about it. Because I know it will annoy him. He's got a good pendulum here, and he takes him down.
And wow.
Very nice.
Yeah. That was a great fight.
Yeah, BuzzThunder definitely applied the Game Genie on that one and got through it. Very nicely done. And like I said, a lot of this is, there you go. Exactly what I said before. A lot of the rooms are accounted for. And Dark Link was not going to be far behind, and it took me longer to explain that than it did to see it on the screen.
Now, I think not to distract from Buzz's win here, but I think Bentglasstube might have just found the magic key.
He's in 4?
Yes, he is. That would be a breakthrough moment for him if that is in fact true.
He didn't open the door.
Or maybe he didn't. No, he didn't get it. He's key blocked. Yeah.
BuzzThunder.
But there's a win. There's our winner.
Very nice. Unofficial time, 1 hour and 31 minutes. I don't have the official time.
That is the official time, 1 hour, 31 minutes,
go.
and 33 seconds.
There you go. His timer is a little bit off. He cheated a little bit. He started a little bit early. We should penalize him for that, at least 5 minutes. Not too sure what I did, but I kicked out my USB hub.
And Bentglasstube giving the GG, saying the seed is awful. He certainly has had a tough go of it.
Yeah, it's what's awful for one person is majestic for the other sometimes. All depends on the order you find things.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna hear Buzz say this seed is awful. He breezed right through it.
Absolutely. Is he hopping on the Discord?
I invited him to do so. I expect we'll have him here.
He might be playing NHL 94 already.
Or Paperboy.
Or Paperboy. Yeah, we'll ask him about his Paperboy. And try to get you two to fight Sunday morning. But definitely a good game. It all went right for him. We'll recap when he joins us in a few moments here. He's using the bathroom. Yeah, Oh no, he's doing the Ewok dance party. That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
He's got to do this.
Well, here, let me get this on.
He has a furry fascination.
Did you just say BuzzThunder's a furry?
You can't prove that.
So for those of you who don't know BuzzThunder, at the end of every Zelda 2 randomizer, he does do an Ewok dance party to celebrate his victory or his loss. It doesn't matter.
Any excuse to put Ewoks on his screen, I think he takes.
We're gonna see.
Hello.
We're gonna. Oh, hey, Buzz.
Hey, what's happening?
Congratulations
Thank you.
on the win.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so walk us through this one. It
Let's
seemed
see. We're
like you
probably
got
on a
off
big
to a
shake
pretty
streak
quick
right here.
start. And
I thought it
let's
was a
see.
slow start actually, because
Hello.
I felt
Oh,
I
hey,
felt
Buzz.
really dumb. I missed that whole section, and it had Palace One and the glove sitting right there. Because if I found that first, I think I would have finished this about 15 minutes faster at least. But I, I don't know why I bypassed that entire section, and then I couldn't find it for a while.
Don't fault yourself too hard because your opponent totally bypassed it as well. You kind of both discovered it right around the same time, many minutes into the seed.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, man, if he found this first, I'm definitely behind. But again, there was definitely a chance you could just walk right by it, because it looked like there was nothing but that little forest area down there, but it kind of blew up into that big southern section.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Bentglasstube has been having a rough go of it. I think the big difference maker in this one was you going into Death Mountain and finding that trophy um, to get the fairy spell. He has not done that yet, so
Yeah,
he's
I've never casted fairy so many times in the seed for sure. Because I skipped, I did the fairy feet trick at least 20 times, I think.
yeah, you're getting really good at that trick.
Yeah,
You
you,
can pull
you
it
you
off.
only really failed on it like once in that area with the with Tim Allen's neighbor Wilson behind the
Yeah,
fence.
yeah, the Wilson's throwing stuff at you. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I just kind of gave up and ran through it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that screen, so that wasn't a big deal. It was just yeah, I definitely have trouble doing it on the left side of the screen instead of the right.
interesting. We were talking during the race and how much harder we feel it is doing it on the right side of the screen than the left. It just goes to show you, like, it's just such a small sample size when you ask people about this game. What's hard for somebody is good for others. What we feel that you did a good job, you feel like you kind of didn't do a good job. It's all relative and perspective. Take us through Death Mountain there. You had a big opening. You were able to find the Hammer Cave right off the entrance to the only entrance you can explore in Death Mountain. Have you not seen the Hammer Cave there? Would you have just gone out?
Yeah, definitely. That's my main extent of Death Mountain exploration, is what you saw right there. If I have open caves there, I'll look through them and find the item. That's fine. Otherwise, I'm not digging around in there at all. So I was glad to find something and get out of there. And yeah, it was great that it was the trophy too, because yeah, I knew I needed some spells there. Uh, but yeah, otherwise, no, I would have bypassed Death Mountain like I always do.
Yeah, and that would have really made it a different race because you would have had to go back there eventually. And
Yeah, I think
who?
Fairy was required in Palace 6, I believe.
Well, Bentglasstube is heavily key blocked. I
Oh,
think.
that too. Yeah,
Um,
there was a huge shortage of keys. I mean, that was another thing. I kept going back and grabbing them throughout the race as far as like getting insurance, even if they were a little out of the way or I had to cast jump or something. I would still grab them, and then once I finally had a good amount of keys, I find the magical key like right away. Of course, that's how it works.
Well, you were pretty set there. You had the toll-free stats, the 877 going into the Great Palace, but you only had 5 magic containers, 5 heart containers, and then after the first game over on Thunderbird, take us through what you were thinking there.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, for a while I thought I was slow, but once I was banging out those palaces in the east, I knew I had a sizable lead, and then yeah, I just had a couple of bad patterns there, because if you saw when I actually beat Thunderbird, I'm pretty consistent doing it without getting hit, but I just got spammed a couple of times, so I was very frustrated. Obviously, I thought I still had a lead and had a chance to go back there, but yeah, my mindset was basically don't cast anything until you get to Thunderbird, just so that if I need to have all 3 chances at him, I would have them. But luckily I didn't need it. I only needed the one my second time around.
How many? Oh,
yeah, that fight on your second time through was really, really good. I don't think you. Well, you didn't take a hit. You didn't take a single hit.
uh, No, I don't think he did either. How many times would it have taken you to game over at Thunderbird before you said, you know what, I got to at least get a heart container or a magic container to cast shield?
Probably about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm confident enough that that wouldn't have crossed my mind. I mean, it kind of did, I guess, a little bit after the first one, but I'm like, beaten Thunderbird so many times without taking any damage. I knew that I could do it. I just needed a couple more shots at it.
And you did. You just needed one more shot at it, as it turns out.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yep.
looking at. I was like, well, I've got magic. I can cast Thunder. I know that I can only take one hit, but I mean, it's doable.
And you explored quite a bit of Great Palace with a lot of rooms left unchecked going to the left. So it was almost a given that Dark Link was very quick after Thunderbird, and I don't think you can get quicker.
No, you can't. Let's see, Great Palace, it doesn't look that big on as far as my map. I only had 2 left turns that I didn't check. And luckily, instead of going left where that ferry room is with all the lava,
Yeah.
luckily I just went up and left there because that took me right to him. I
Right.
probably would have gone down a long spiral if I took a left turn there.
I think you only found one of the drop rooms, if I remember.
Yep,
correctly.
one drop room right in the very beginning, and then it was actually pretty linear, bringing you up to that ferry room, and then just a couple other left turns after that. And yeah, I had a choice of 3, or I guess 2 of them, and I took the right one. Because
And
yeah,
then
I
one
ended up
additional left
going
after
through pretty
going
quick.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that split room right before Thunderbird, and you're not going to turn left there when you have the option to go right.
Well, don't forget, you also had 2 rooms getting eaten up by just elevator rooms only. So that took 2 different rooms out of the rotation as well.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, so all in all, probably one of the better races I found, and there's no bias there when I say that. Definitely played this one very well. You take on Raikou Ryder, the surprising winner last night over Jake Hopper in the next round.
Yeah, he's yeah. I mean, I'm a little intimidated. Just from looking at the standings and knowing what kind of player Jake Coper is. But I mean, I've seen Raikou. I mean, he started playing Zelda 1 Randomizer at the same time that we did. I mean,
yeah,
a little bit
former
after
Scrub
me.
Club member.
Yes, exactly. An inaugural Scrub Club member, and he surpassed us pretty quick. I mean, we were about neck and neck most of the time, but then it seemed like he got to a point where he's good, so he can pick up on things very, very quickly. So I'm not going to take this matchup lightly at all.
Yeah, he's a student of the game, man. He's a very smart guy. You know that from experience with Zelda 1 Randomizer, and from the fact that he basically on your stream unveiled the tech of determining what palaces by the statues and not just the iron knuckle, the nut knuckle.
Yeah, definitely that type of attention to detail. That's impressive. I probably could play this randomizer for another 10 years. I would never realize that.
Well, congratulations, Dig. Take it away.
Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, congrats, Buzz.
Thank you very much.
Bear's gonna
Great time.
Bear's gonna
excellent time.
Yeah. I was thinking real slow. I was going slow, and then 131. That's good. That's you know what? That might actually be a PB for me. No, I think I've gotten a 124 before, maybe. I can't remember.
Bear.
Well, definitely a good time.
Yeah, thank you.
Bears Colts. Who do you have, and how many touchdowns will Ty Hilton score on your team? T.Y. Hilton.
Oh, I don't know.
T.Y. Hilton's going to score 3 touchdowns according to BuzzThunder.
That's fine. I don't know. I've paid little attention to NFL this year, but yeah, I guess go Bears. What's more important is that the Blackhawks are playing this Wednesday night in their season opener, so that's what I'm looking for.
One more question, and the chat really wants to know this. Do you have any choice words to say about Dick Shake about calling Paperboy garbage?
Do I have anything to say about that?
Yeah.
Actually, he's right. It is
You're
a very
such a
bad
suck up, man. Just get off Discord. Get off my computer.
No, I used to play it a lot. That's the whole thing, and I liked it. And then I did the speed run thing, and I was like, yeah, it's just a dumb game. It's too easy.
Number 2 Paperboy in the world, by the way.
That's true, but
Did you just say it's too easy?
yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
you
that
said?
game is like once you figure out how to play it, it's too easy to play. And then when it comes to the speed running aspect of it, it's almost entirely random. Like you just need to get lucky.
I'm always throwing papers through windows and knocking people off their bikes.
Well, yeah,
So
I don't
Everyone,
know.
put your dig triggered emotes in chat, please.
It's well, yeah, Dick Shake and I disagree on Paperboy and Deal or No Deal as well.
How do you feel about the
Yeah,
GeoGuessr, by the way? The 5,000 point Finland 35-second guess I had last night.
Oh, I didn't see that. Too
We
bad I
are
didn't see that.
we are
I was
going
flipping.
to yeah, we're gonna
I
make
was
a
going
clip of
back
that.
between your GeoGuessr and Deep Space Nine.
People still watch that? It's 2016. Come on, man.
Oh, it's a good show. I've never seen it before, and I like it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Well, deep thoughts with BuzzThunder here after his win. For
Hey,
more
that's
BuzzThunder, check him out at
right. Go all day.
twitch.tv/BuzzThunder. All
How
one word.
you guys gonna keep calling the rest of this?
um, probably not actually. I mean, I can stick around for a few more minutes, but I will probably end up hosting
Top
Bentglasstube
of the
here
hour.
eventually.
I will I'll stay on with you if you want.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations yet again. Good luck in your future races and your future endeavors, man.
Thanks again. I'll probably, hopefully, I'll face you, Larry, in the bonus bracket at some point.
Yeah, bonus bracket where all of our yeah, makes me feel good when you say bonus bracket.
That's what it's called.
Mhm.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care, man.
Yeah, take it easy, Buzz.
Enjoy your football Sunday. Well, while we were away, Bentglasstube did get down stab. He cashed in the medicine for life spell. He got the trophy. I don't know if he cashed in the trophy for fairy though.
He did in
He did.
fact do that. Yep, and has already cleared Palace 3.
And there
So
you go. I missed that as well. So he's well on his way. He's going to dip in. He's looking like he's going to dip into 2, but that's the only palace he had prior to 3.
might be going to get the item.
It's possible. We think he has the magic key, right?
He does not have the magic
No,
key.
okay.
No.
But he's going to check to find it's palace 2. Maybe he's going for the item. What would he need here? At this point, maybe he's just item collecting.
Yeah, I can't imagine why else he would go into 2 besides the item.
He has splits on his side. He has notes on his side as well. I can't see them. Maybe
It's very small. Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I don't.
His timer looks fantastic, but his notes are very hard
Yeah,
to
his
see.
timer is very pro to Zelda 2.
So he knows where all the palaces are, and actually at this point, he's got all the spells, he's got the glove. I think he's got everything he needs to beat the game. So really, it's just down to palaces for him. And just from what we saw on Buzz's side, Palace 5 was pretty quick. Palace 4 was reasonably fast as well. So he could still get out of here with a pretty good time.
Yeah, because once you get on a roll here, it's easy to just keep progressing forward. Especially you like you said, you know where all the palaces are, and us knowing that if you just go right, it's not hard to find most of the bosses. But maybe he's worried he only has 5 magic containers, 5 life containers, and then he's just going to go into 2. Zelda 1 meta, the early palaces, the early dungeons are shorter. So it'd be quicker to get the item than to deeply explore the other one. So maybe he's just, go get an item he knows he misses because he was here in front of the key door anyway.
Yep.
Once upon a time.
And we never did find out what this is, although very likely to be a container.
Hopefully it's not the cross. All right, magic container. we only know what half of the items are.
Yeah, well, we know there's a lot of containers out there.
Oh
Still,
yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah.
It mixed in with only the cross. But yeah, so now he's going to find his way to 1. Get the hammer.
If he didn't have all that experience, he'd probably up A out of here. But he's got a boatload of experience.
He's halfway there, but knowing you've already lost, I wonder if this just becomes a we're just going to play through, finish it, and kind of complete it, or we're going to kind of complete it as fast as possible. He cast shield for a boss he already fought, so he maybe properly didn't take notes, or he just is clowning around knowing he's going to... Well, he's not even going to get the refill. My bad.
Nope.
He definitely cast shield there, but he kept right on walking, so... I don't know if that was a fun little troll, or if he thought that maybe he was going to fight a boss.
Are there any other races after this? There is at least one more race today. We have Saber and John Bloody Thumbs racing at 8 o'clock Eastern, so sometime this evening. I myself will probably not be around for that one, but I'm sure somebody will pick it up and restream it.
Very good possibility after the 4 o'clock game and after dinner that if nobody did pick it up, I will take it.
Yeah, we had a ton of races yesterday, so the schedule is very sparse today in comparison.
BuzzThunder asked the question, Larry, did you like my Bagu find after I already crossed the bridge in Saria? Yeah, it was amazing, Buzz. Congratulations. You're the best. Why are you so good, kid?
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and host Bentglasstube, so you guys can all go over and cheer him on, give him some good luck.
Okay, Dick Jake, it was fun calling the race with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Until next time.
You as well, and yep, absolutely. And thanks for coming out, everybody. It's been a fun morning hanging out with some Zelda 2, and I'll see you all around next time.
Take care, everyone.
Yep, see you later.